Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Feels like I literally haven't sat and filmed a video in forever, and it's been about 3 weeks. So I thought I would pop on and give you a really quick sort of life update, because I'm quite aware that on my YouTube and on my social media I've just almost basically been non-existent for the last sort of, well, 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks maybe. So I thought before I cracked on today and filmed any more videos that would go up, I wanted to film this, which was just a really, like I said, really quick life update of what's been going on. Hopefully it will share a bit more of an insight into sort of why I've gone a bit quieter. It's not some big dramatic thing, honestly, but I would just say July was a bit overwhelming and I just needed to take some time, not to myself because I have a toddler and a husband, but I couldn't fit in, you know, my social media aspect of my life with everything. So yeah, basically in the month of July, what happened? Well, first up, right at the beginning of July, my granddad died. So that was obviously quite an upsetting time. And then at the end of July, it was his funeral. So again, it was just a bit of a month, like, you know, we all knew it was coming, but when it happened, it doesn't, you know, stop it being sad. So, you know, it just really like sort of, my mood, I found it really hard to like find that I need to go and film YouTube, or I need to go and put that on my social media, or I need to make sure I'm doing this. There was none of that. It was very much just like day-to-day living, to be honest. So yeah, that was my granddad. We've now had his funeral, which was amazing. I know you shouldn't really say that about a funeral, but you know, if you wanted a really good send-off, then that was definitely a funeral to aspire to. The eulogy was great, and the flowers were great, and it was just a really nice day, all things considered. So yeah, and I've also been having some therapy. I haven't really spoken about this on my channel as of yet. I will probably do a separate video in relation to that, to explain it all. But basically I've been having therapy for my birth trauma, because as you know, I had a very quick, a very early birth with my son Tommy, and I know it was almost 2 years ago because he's coming up on being 2, but it was really time to sort of deal with what's been going on. And you know, like I said, I'll go into it more in a proper sit down video and talk about through it all. But basically I was getting to the point where I couldn't even like go past the hospital he was born in without like freaking out. And you know, the amount of times he goes into hospital, you can imagine how that sort of left me feeling. But like I said, we'll go deeper in another video. So I have been having therapy for that. And the last few weeks have been quite intense, because we're sort of like the midway through it. So it's sort of getting really deep into it and really just reliving everything. And obviously when you've been through a trauma, you try not to relive it. So yeah, that on top of my granddad and everything, it's just been a bit much. So again, yeah, after my therapy session, it usually leaves me a bit sort of so yeah, that's that one. They have diagnosed me with a form of PTSD in regards to my birth trauma. So I'm quite thankful that I now know that what I'm feeling is quite normal and many people go through it. But I would love to do a video about it and go into more depth, because I think a lot of people will be struggling with any kind of birth trauma. I'm not saying you have to have a baby prematurely to have birth trauma, because I think any trauma you feel is valid. I'm not one of those people that's like, well, because you didn't, it's not a trauma. You know, your trauma is your life, and I'm fully supportive of, you know, anyone getting the help that they think they need or want, and speaking to someone. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I've got a few more sessions, and then we sort of evaluate what happens after that. But it's also to tell you that having therapy doesn't make you weak and doesn't mean you're not like coping with life. Actually, I think it takes a real big person to stand up and go, well, I need help and this isn't normal. And that's what I've done, and I feel so much better for it. And it's really opened my eyes to certain things. Like, I used to be, and maybe it's just because of my personality, but I really used to be that person that would just tell you everything, you know. I would be that person, for example, when we tried for Tommy, for example, I told him, I was like, yeah, we're trying for a baby. I made no secret of it. And, you know, I just would volunteer information about my life to, obviously not to strangers, but to like close family and friends. And I had no boundaries in my life, really. You know, I was an open book to everyone, and I don't know that I want to be like that anymore. You know, there are certain people that I will still open up like that to, but I need to set my own boundaries for me and for the protection of me and my mental health, because I think a lot of maybe why I didn't go to therapy in the first place was because, you know, it's that age-old thing. Well, you're a mum, you're not important now, you know. How you feel doesn't matter, you know, you've just got to get on with it. And I think, yeah, that's probably why I didn't do it as soon as I probably should have. But it's really taught me to put some boundaries in place and make sure that I'm protecting myself rather than worrying about everyone else's feelings and what they need from me, if that makes sense, rather than what I need from me. That's a really like cryptid way to say it, but obviously I'm not going to divulge the situations that I mean it on. But yeah, it's just really taught me to take a step back and protect me rather than worrying about protecting everyone else, basically. And then with all of that, I just think I just suffer with the worst mum guilt. Like, talking about like doing social media and doing YouTube, you know, I want to do this and I want to make something of it, of course, but then when I have to like think about taking the time to go and do it, because it's not just sitting here and filming a video, it's getting ready, it's making sure everything's set up for it, it's making sure, you know, everything's ready, everything's perfect, you know. Not that I'm saying my videos are perfect, absolutely not. It's, you know, after I've done this, it's then editing it, it's doing the thumbnails, it's doing the description boxes, it's, you know, uploading it. When does it need to go out? When are we doing this? And when you have a toddler, all I want to do is be with him, and then, you know, I need to put it on my Instagram and be like, oh, there's a new video up. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I haven't even done that. The videos have gone out, but I haven't even promoted them because I just feel so mindful of, you know, being on my phone in front of him, and I really want to like stop doing that. But then at the same time, how am I going to make it if I don't share things or I don't promote like my own channel? And, you know, you can't just do it when he's asleep at night time, because, you know, sometimes that's like 8:30, 9 at night, and by that time, you know, you're having to clear up the day. So by the time I've done that, it's like 10 o'clock, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to bed now. So I'm trying to work out a healthy balance. So like today, Adam's taken him to the park. They're out the house, so I'm going to sit and film some videos for you guys. And then once I've done it, I'm not going to edit them yet or anything like that. They're just going to sit on my camera for me to do. More than likely when he goes to bed. And I'll have to do it, you know, as and when I can. But yeah, I'm just trying to find that balance of mum life and making this work and just being present as well in both sides of it. You know, I need to be present in my own life and with my husband and with my child. And I also need to be present, you know, if I want to make a career out of this. So I've been really struggling with that as well, you know, just trying to find that real healthy way of doing that without feeling like I'm doing a bit too much over here or I haven't done anything at all or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of it really. And I think you see all these, you know, Instagrammers with kids, and it's just like, how do you do it? Like, do you not suffer with mum guilt? Like, and if you do, can you start sharing that? Because, you know, I just panic that I'm constantly thinking, oh, well, I need to do that, but that would mean I'm on my phone and I want to be present with him and things like that. So, yeah, I know what I'm trying to say, and I hope you understand what I mean. But, yeah, and then you've just got life as well, you know. I'm still working part-time, you know, still trying to see everyone and balance everything. You try and see your friends and your family, and, you know, by the time you've fitted everyone in, you've just got to start the cycle again, and then you've missed someone and then you feel bad, and it's just a lot. So I'm also trying to plan better, you know, I'm planning things in advance so that it's already in. I'm trying to do some fun activities with Tommy. So like we're going to book to go and do the day out with Thomas again, because that was really good. Sorry, that was my phone going off. That was really fun and we want to do that again. It was just a bit too hot last time, so hopefully because it's in September it won't be as hot. What else are we going to do? Oh, we're going to a car show because, as you know, Tommy is obsessed with cars. There's a couple of other things we're going to do, but I don't remember what they are, which is really, really bad. Well, and then I've got to start planning his birthday because that's next month. I have a few presents for him. I will more than likely do a video about that. But yeah, I'm just surviving right now, and I just thought I didn't want to come back and film loads of videos for you and sort of not explain what's been going on in my head. This might just be for me to just unload onto you and feel better about it. But if you made it to the end, then well done and thank you for listening. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope all of that made sense, and if anyone else feels like this, please do let me know, like in the comments or via my Instagram, because it can't just be me, and I struggle to believe it is just me, but I'm just struggling to work things out in the minute, but I'm trying and it's gonna work. So like I said, after I film today, that's it. Tommy's got my undivided attention. He's at the park, he doesn't know that mummy's at home filming, so yeah. Anyways, I feel like I'm just trying to justify it, that now I'm justifying to you guys why I'm sat here filming. This is silly. But yes, I'm gonna go because I need to film a few other videos. So I am about to sit and film a Primark haul, a Vinted haul, my eye candy review, the eye candy peach pram review. What else am I gonna do? At some point I'm going to organise to do a gift guide for a 2-year-old, and then I think in a separate video I'm going to do what I've purchased for Tommy's birthday so far, because I think if those two went together it would be a bit of a long video. And then maybe after his birthday I'll share with you any further presents we've got for him, or presents that other people have bought him afterwards, if that sounds good to you guys. But I am going to go because this was meant to be a very short and snappy video for a life update, and it's now 15 minutes long. So I'm going to go. I hope to see you in my next video, and if you made it through this one, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.